Hello, we're with Charles today. Tell me a bit about yourself and what you do with Gatwick Airport.
So my name's Charles Kerwin-Taylor and I'm the Corporate Affairs and Sustainability Director for Gatwick.
And what do you do within it, just within the job?
I look after our relationships with the media, with politicians, with the local communities, and I also run the sustainability team, which in particular looks after our whole sustainability agenda and especially noise.
What sort of noise pollution is there within like the counties and stuff around Gatwick?
Well, I think that the people who mind the most are the people who are overflown, and so we have people who mind about our departure routes, and there are 9 different departure routes coming out of Gatwick, and then people who are close to the straight-on landing system and the joining points from the landing system. Those are the sort of people who have the most concerns about noise.
What would you do about the noise?
Well, one of the things we're doing is the sort of things that we're trying to do tonight, which is to come and hear people's concerns, to see the sorts of things that they mind especially about, and to see if there's anything that we can do to alleviate the most of their concerns. We are an airport, and so we do provide runway capacity for airlines, and that means that we are going to make noise, and we understand that. But it also means that we have a certain responsibility to our neighbours, and we try to take that responsibility seriously, to understand the sorts of things that they care about, and as I say, to change what we can.
I believe that airport manufacturers are doing their best to reduce noise pollution within airports.
It's true that noise is energy, and so in some respects it's a waste of energy to have it produced as noise. So airframe manufacturers would rather have that converted into thrust, which helps the airplane fly. So any noise is a detraction from that. So they have made a lot of effort. They also want to reduce fuel burn and to make their engines more efficient, and more efficient engines make less noise. So over the course of the last 2 decades, we've seen a substantial reduction in the amount of noise created by aircraft, and in particular the 787 and the A350s are very, very much more efficient than their predecessors, so they will make less noise, and as they're introduced into the airport, things should get a bit better.
Do you feel that Gatwick has been of benefit to the residents of Crawley?
Yes, I think we provide lots of employment to residents in Crawley. We provide economic activity, which also provides indirect employment, and of course we bring people into the town from who are arriving, who also spend money in the neighbourhood. So overall, I think we've been of I would say quite great benefit to residents of Crawley, and we hope that we will go on having a good relationship with Crawley and have a mutually beneficial relationship in the future.
I would like to thank you, Charles, for talking to me today. I'm now with Alison, who also works in Gatwick Airport.
I work as the Planning and Stakeholder Engagement Manager at Gatwick, and I'm currently working on the second runway project.
What do you think about the second runway?
Well, obviously I'm a bit biased, but I think it will be a really, really important boost for the local area, particularly local jobs for future generations. And not just right in Crawley, but also in the wider area as well. So I think that'll be quite important.
Do you think it will be economically good as well for the residents of Crawley?
Yes, I think so, because even if people aren't working directly at the airport, there'll be people who do work at the airport that will actually be spending their salaries in local shops, local businesses, and it's all those suppliers that supply the companies that work at the airport as well. So it's there's all the knock-on benefits that you get.
With more flights going to different destinations from Gatwick, there will be less traffic going up to Luton and Heathrow. Do you think that's a good thing?
Yeah, I do actually, and that's a really good point. And I think people forget that as well, that with more flights and more destinations from Gatwick, that means that locally people will be able to access those destinations. Also, we'll be doing a lot of work to make sure that as many people as possible can come to the airport by public transport as well, so that will help to relieve the pressure on the roads.
I'd like to thank Alison for speaking to us today. I am Chelsea Taylor, working with Crawley Happy Thomas Work Experience.